Welcome to Six Rings and Counting. I'm your host, Corey Idle. Lou Willard is on location. Rumor has it he was riding around with Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf at Cam Hayward's charity golf event yesterday. So hopefully Lou is okay, and he will be back to dish with us all the good gossip. Steelers fans, there is only one thing to talk about right now, and that is Aaron Rodgers. We'll go over the schedule when Lou gets back. I don't want to do that without him. But we do have to talk about our new quarterback because it is very real now. Aaron Rodgers has officially signed his 1 year, $13.7 million deal to quarterback the most storied franchise in the NFL. I know a lot of people, especially if you're turning on the NFL network, things like that, are just fawning themselves. They can't dish enough about how amazing Aaron Rodgers is going to be and how his aura is so different this year. And he doesn't need to do this, but for the love of football and for Pittsburgh, get out of here, dude. Come on. Aaron Rodgers worried about legacy. You wanted to pull that, well, he's just playing football so he can play football. Sell that when he was with the Jets because they weren't winning anything and everybody knew it. Pretending all of a sudden like this is happening, that's crazy talk. But we're gonna cover all of these issues I have. The NFL network and all these other sportscasters withstanding. We're gonna go ahead and power through this. Just this is what I would say to Steelers fans right now. It's good that you're hyped. You should be because you don't have Mason Rudolph leading this team. That is exactly what we want. This is great news. Will Howard doesn't even have to touch the field all season. Fingers crossed. But temper your expectations. Aaron Rodgers is 41 years old. Anybody telling you that he's going to be the most dangerous version of Aaron Rodgers we've ever seen is literally trying to sell you hype that is not necessary. We knew this was going to happen. Look at the schedule. If you don't think the NFL is already planning out a major push for Aaron Rodgers to go out a Super Bowl champion, you haven't been watching the NFL recently because these refs will do whatever they are instructed to do. See Patrick Mahomes in any of the Chiefs games over the last 2 to 3 years. If you don't think based on this schedule, them knowing Aaron Rodgers was coming here, they're not eyeballing a just beautiful position for the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers to go through the playoffs. Come on. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but this isn't long division. This is just addition. Period. This is not difficult math at all. But that being said, Aaron Rodgers is coming back. He's going to have a great team around him. This offensive line is retooled. Now I'm wondering what our receiver room is going to look like. Because, of course, you're hearing Randall Cobb and Allen Lazard being the first two names. Randall Cobb is a 30-something-year-old receiver. Pass. We already got that. His name's Robert Woods. I'm good. Allen Lazard. Pass. I'm good. Here's why. It's not that these guys are bad football players. They're not. I want Aaron to develop safety nets that we already have. I don't want him to look off DK's coverage too quickly because his boy is open in the flats or on a slant or on a little 10-yard out. I want him to develop his relationship like every single quarterback in this league has to with the receiving core he has. Now, he and DK practiced in the offseason. They went to, I think, UCLA and ended up throwing the ball around down there. I know Aaron and DK played together at Cam's charity golf tournament, which is an awesome way, by the way. Smart move by Aaron Rodgers to put himself in a position where he can immediately ingratiate himself with this team. Because who is his most outspoken? Well, maybe not most outspoken, but who was the most famous and respectable guy on this team? to tell Aaron if he's going to play any of that BS, he needs to stay off the team. That guy was Cam Newton. Damn. Cam Hayward. I don't know why I keep saying Cam Newton. I don't even watch his podcast. And Cam Hayward doesn't wear dumb hats. So I don't know what I'm doing. But either way, Cam Hayward was the most respectable Steeler to tell Aaron, if you're coming here, there's a certain way we do things. And that playing behind the coach's back, getting your buddies in here to get a job, that's not how we do it. We play football here, and we play football to win NFL championships, Super Bowl rings. We are not here to showboat or be the smartest guy in the room or who hosted Jeopardy or who's the biggest celebrity. Nobody cares about that. Well, the guys on NFL Network do, but nobody in the actual organization or anybody that actually can say what they want to about football and the players. Nobody thinks this is going to happen. It's not the resurgence of Aaron Rodgers. It's at best him going out on a white horse as much as he possibly can. And that's fine. Like, I know he went to Mike Tomlin's big barbecue. He's ingratiating himself with Tomlin and their family. He's ingratiating himself with Cam Hayward and the boys out at the charity golf event. This is great. You still need to temper your expectations because Aaron Rodgers is 41 years old. That's old. For a quarterback, for anybody, that's getting up there to put in the kind of physical work he needs to. And let's not pretend like he's been healthy forever. This dude's got a crap Achilles heel. Here's a little story for you. Achilles was a mythological Greek, and they dipped him in by his heel into these waters and made him invincible, except for his heel. That is the one spot on even a mythological godlike warrior that you can absolutely be ended. He ripped his, had it surgically repaired, was out for a very long time. And when he came back, it didn't look good. It didn't look bad, but it didn't look like Aaron Rodgers. He looked like every other quarterback. Period. And I know a lot of people based on this schedule are also going to say that Aaron Rodgers has a very good chance of starting off this season just crushing teams. I got bad news for you. The Jets game to open the season, that's not necessarily a revenge game for Aaron Rodgers as much as it is a revenge game for Justin Fields, for the Jets organization to punish Aaron Rodgers. There are quotes coming out from Myles Garrett saying he can't wait to put Aaron Rodgers into the graveyard. That's cool. I get that. I'm not offended by that. That's how defensive guys talk. But you think he's the only one? You think Myles Garrett's the only one? No. There's a lot of teams on our schedule that want to embarrass Aaron Rodgers and put him into the ground. So to think opening up this season, the Jets is a wash and we're just going to smash them? No. No, I will not entertain that. That is going to be one really good football game. And here's what I can almost guarantee you. Justin Fields will play in the preseason. He will take snaps. Maybe not many, but he'll play. Can you say the same thing about Aaron? I can't. Not at all. And you move on to the Seahawks game. They're rebuilding. That Patriots game, that's going to be a really good game. That is going to be a slug fest. The Vikings, they didn't want Aaron Rodgers. Of course, that's an Aaron Rodgers revenge game. Or does Minnesota get to punish the guy that beat the crap out of them for over a decade? Over and over again. Yeah, I think the Vikings will be hyped to put a little mush onto Aaron Rodgers. Then you get into Browns, Bengals, Packers. Bengals game, you better score because that's after 4 weeks into the season. They start slow, but boy, oh boy, about game 5, what do we see? Offensive juggernaut. The Browns, we already know that game's going to be a slugfest. We also already know we're probably going to lose at least one of those games to the Browns, so may as well be there. Packers, yeah, I think they're going to want some revenge as well. You get the Bengals again, you get the Chargers, you get the Colts. These are all fine. He wasn't entertained there. These are regular games. Bears game, this is their last chance to beat Aaron Rodgers because I don't think they've done it. So, yeah, the Bears might be a little more hyped for that. Bills, Ravens, Dolphins, Lions, Browns, Ravens. This is not a great schedule. And I'm telling you right now, people will burn the city to the ground if Aaron Rodgers struggles after no OTAs, after probably what's going to be a mini camp for him, right? And then what is probably going to be no preseason play whatsoever. And then you roll into this hungry ass Jets team that want to bury you, that despise you, not because you're wearing a Steelers uniform, but because of who you are as a human being and what you did to their organization and what you did to their money last year. Not the Jets' money, the players' money. Because you know some bonuses were missed. I hope you guys are starting to see a little bit of a pattern here. There are numerous asterisks for why this won't go the way every single pundit on your television is telling you it will go. Now, yes, he's got a good coach. He's got a good offensive coordinator. Brings up another good point. Our offensive coordinator is Arthur Smith, right? Lou has said before he's more comfortable with Aaron Rodgers calling the plays than Arthur Smith. And I agree with that. We've had time to see what Arthur Smith's brilliance brings to this club. Whatever. However, I will say this. The majority of Arthur Smith's playbook revolves around play action. Play action is so important in his offense. And especially when you're Mike Tomlin and you don't like to throw across the middle of the field. You need him to be rolling out. Aaron Rodgers recently has not looked like Aaron Rodgers off of play action. Now you could say that's the Jets. Bad offensive line. Fair enough. Running game wasn't up to par last year. Fair enough. Receivers weren't getting off the break quick enough. A million different things could have been happening. Fine. Let's say literally none of it was Aaron Rodgers' fault. And he will make you believe that. He will probably be the first one to say nothing that happened with New York was my fault. Just all the way bad. Okay. Sure. You got to show it. And we're not going to see it until game 1 of the regular season. And I am happy to be wrong. I'm not taking joy out of punishing or beating down Aaron Rodgers. If you really want to know how I feel about Aaron Rodgers as a person, I think he's kind of scumbaggy. But I also believe, as I've said before, he is a Hall of Fame quarterback. First ballot. It's not a question. He's one of the greatest of his era. I just don't think at 41 you're going to see the discount double check guy putting, his championship belt on. That guy's not, he's gone. He's just gone. So now let's couple that with the fact what happened to him recently. This has been everywhere, so you've got to know. Aaron Rodgers got married. Why, I don't care who he got married to. The fact is, he's got married. What does that mean? He got a family to think about now. He's got a future to plan. He's 41 years old. What if he wants a kid? Those things are going to dry up real quick. They ain't doing the backstroke like they used to. The discount double check seed is not going to be there either. That is a 41-year-old wheezing and hacking all the way to that egg. So, what does that mean? It means he's going to think about other things than his football career. Is winning a Super Bowl really the biggest priority for him right now? You have to think so. But that may change. That may change if we get a kid into the season. We get a pregnancy announcement soon. All of a sudden, one of the most, let me rephrase that. All of a sudden, one of the best quarterbacks at protecting the football, because his interception rate is insanely low. Better than Tom Brady's, better than Peyton Manning's. Like, he is that good up until these last couple years. Why? He's been getting a lot more pressure. Maybe his receivers weren't in the spot he thought he was going to be. A million different things can contribute to an interception. But the fact is, he's thrown considerable amount, which is why I keep saying he's no different than what we got with Russell Wilson last year. None. Probably a better decision maker. Probably a little bit more of a cowboy that won't play it super safe when he's slinging the ball around. Because as long as he's not getting hit, what does he care? He doesn't. He'll still get his Pat McAfee show appearance that he gets paid to do, by the way. That's my problem. It's super nice that Aaron said all the right things. It's super nice that he went to the charity golf tournament. It's super nice he went to the Mike Tomlin's family barbecue. All of this is great. These are the things you are expected of you, though. As a superstar free agent coming into a new team, these are things that shouldn't be celebrated about you. These are normal things teammates do. But we're acting like, oh my gosh, Aaron Rodgers played in a charity golf tournament? What a great guy he is. Oh my gosh. What a fella. That's what he's supposed to do. I guarantee you, Jimmy Garoppolo, Brock Purdy, half the guys out there, when they first got on their team, Marcus Mariota, Jared Goff, they all went to some sort of charity event, either ran by the players or ran by the owners. 100% guarantee. Because that's how you ingratiate yourself into the city, into the team, into the organization. Kind of like the old Chris Rock bit, like, I take care of my kids. You're supposed to. I show up at charity golf events with my teammates. You're supposed to. It's what you should be doing. So am I really supposed to congratulate you? Am I supposed to throw you a ticker tape parade and say, oh my gosh, he's back. He's back and we're winning a Super? Friggin' no. Is our team better? Yes. Do we have a much better chance at achieving our ultimate goal? Yes. Is anybody putting a ring on our fingers right now? No. No. Because half the teams that are going to make the playoffs this year are already on our schedule. Ravens, Bengals, Bills. Those are tough teams. You can't sleep on the Patriots, especially with Pittsburgh. That's always a thing. The Browns always split with us. The Vikings. You don't know how their offense is going to look, but you know their defense is good. Packers are a good all-around team. Chargers are always going to fight you hard. The Colts is such a winnable game for us. We will lose it. Same with the Dolphins. Very winnable game for us. The only good thing there is the Dolphins game's in December at night. So the Dolphins will be chilly, and they don't play well in chilly. So that's good. But then you get the Lions, Browns, and Ravens. I mean, dude, this is not an easy schedule. This is not an Aaron Rodgers is guaranteed to make the playoffs. It's just not. Now, can that be helped? Yes. Can you go out and get Jonnu Smith? Yes. Can you go out and get another wide receiver? Yes. And these are all things you do need to do. And by other receiver, I am not talking about Randall Cobb. I am not referring to Alan Lazard. Pass. I am referring to somebody you need to trade for that is right around that confident number 2. I'm almost a number 1 on a really good day. Nobody's guarding me kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? Like a Garrett Wilson, like a Chris Olave. They're right on the cusp of being a true number 1. I don't think they're instilling much fear in people these days. We already got DK. We know what DK is going to do. He's going to crash out every game because that's the kind of man he is. Who's on that other side? The rookie that was hurt last year? Roman Wilson? I don't know about all that. Calvin Austin? Nah, he's too little. He's a slot guy. He's like, think Wes Welker. Think Julian Edelman. They can play on the outside, but they are way better in the slot. Robert Woods? In my opinion, Robert Woods, great player. It's over, dog. Now, will you smoke me? Yes. Do I see you lining up on Sauce Gardner's side of the field and doing anything? No. Do I see DK? Yes. And I think that is, and I'll pay this compliment to Aaron Rodgers, as I've been effectively taking a dump on him this whole time. Aaron Rodgers will be able to achieve, and I think this is a lot of where the hype is coming from. Aaron Rodgers will get that ball to DK Metcalf when he is being guarded by a Sauce Gardner. Because he can thread that needle. He is that accurate still. It's there. It's about speed, though. Decision making, quick thinking, quick release, getting that ball out. It's all about timing these days. Does he still have that? That's what starts to go away with a lot of these 41-year-olds is the game gets faster. It just does. And unless you have a team that is built like Tampa Bay was when Tom Brady was on his last hurrah, you get more of what was Tom Brady right before he left the Patriots. It's just a fact. More guys at Aaron Rodgers' age fail than they do succeed. And if you're like, well, Tom Brady did it, that's Tom friggin' Brady, dude. What are we talking about? Think about Dan Marino. Yeah, he put up some good numbers. Yeah, they were somewhat competitive. That dude was beat down. He couldn't move. That's what we're talking about. Think Joe Namath going to the Rams. That's what we're talking about. So I am hopeful that Aaron Rodgers can do everything he's setting out to be, and I would be ecstatic if I were wrong. And God love me, I'm trying so hard to be a homer. I really am, and just it doesn't matter. It's Aaron Rodgers. Discount double check. Nah. It's just not me. Just not me. I take a look at the forest through the trees, and what I am seeing is we need to temper some expectations. I don't know why the Hells Angels decided to drive by right now. Oh no, it was just a Cadillac with no hood. No big deal. That car's about to die. Anyway, let's hope that is not what Aaron Rodgers sounds like. And I'll leave you with this. This is my last good thing I can possibly say about Aaron Rodgers. Last year for the Jets, he got much better as the season went on. You can look up the stats. They're all right there. His numbers improved as the season went on. What that tells me is his body didn't break down. That flies directly in the face of him being a 41-year-old quarterback and the game getting faster and him slowing down. According to what happened last year, he got better, which means the wear and tear of the season didn't affect him like that. That's what we want. That's what we're looking for every time. So if we can get this, look, I'm going to ride. I'm going to die in the black and yellow. It's just the way it happens. It's the way we do things around here. I'm just really, I'm tempering my expectations. And when we get Lou back next week, we will go over the schedule again. Lou will tell you every single reason why I am wrong. And here's the good thing about that. It's one thing to have me on here. I will fully admit I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy that likes football. That's it. I can tell you what I see and interpret based on the knowledge I have. Lou, when he tells you I'm wrong and he tells you why Aaron Rodgers will succeed, probably better just to listen to him at that point, because he has forgotten more about the game of football than I will ever know. So come back next week, get some real good insider information. You heard all of the bad. I'm going to pass it over to Lou next week. He's going to give you all of the good and all of the reasons you should be just as hyped as everyone out there is saying, except for me. And maybe like Urinating Tree or That's Good Sports, one of those two guys, they agree with me. They're like, nah, this isn't it. But we shall see. That's why we play the game, right, kids? For Lou Willard, damn, I missed him. 27 minutes is a long time to fill by yourself, by the way. For Lou Willard, I'm Corey Idle. This is Six Rings and Counting, and we will catch yins on the flip side.